They fitted a type of transmitter and receiver to their radio telescopes, which actually lets them communicate with extraterrestrial intelligence.
What the actual fuck is going on right now, guys? Welcome back. Holy shit, we've got one for you today, okay? So recently I was just browsing YouTube, looking at some cool UFO alien type ET shit, and I came across this old man speaking about some really interesting stuff. So it's not just an old man, it's Simon Holland, okay? This guy is really notable in the community. A lot of people know him. He has a lot of subscribers. We're going to be beating him soon, but he is a really notable person and very interesting seeming. I'm going to be checking some more out about his shit in the future, but so far it's looking really good. We're going to be checking this out. So get your snacks, get your popcorn, okay?
It's about time that I talk to you about what's really going on. I've kind of been sworn to secrecy about this. There's a European group in the European continent who don't want to be public yet, but they have fitted a new type of receiver which breaks all the normal boundaries. They've fitted a type of transmitter and receiver to their radio telescopes, which actually lets them communicate with extraterrestrial intelligence. They don't want to go public about it yet. The technology is out there. I've already mentioned the inventor's name, Gunter Nimitz. He demonstrated this quantum tunneling technology to a group of SETI people in Europe who said that they would give it a try to see if ET were actually using quantum tunneling technology rather than traditional electromagnetic radio frequencies that most of SETI are looking for, although SETI are also looking for very interesting laser light signals and biosignatures as well. But I think the quantum tunneling idea of communication fixes so many problems.
So let's say, for example, they are using quantum tunneling to communicate, and we want to intercept this. Is there not like a quantum tunneling fucking encryption? How does this work? You know, but I think it's good thinking, because if these, you know, NHI are not from here and they're so much more advanced than us, you know, we're not gonna know. They have to reach out to us. It's like, it's seemingly impossible to get something to realize they are there and prove they exist, right? It just feels like, you know, ants trying to intercept how we, you know, communicate, like on computers. Like they would not even, you know, it's like so weird thinking about this.
There is no space-time. Space in this quantum world doesn't exist as space. It's all connected. So a planet a million miles away is as close as an atom, which is a nanometer away. There is no difference. The way that you could make quantum communication work is by my analogy of using a rod. So imagine I had a very, very long piece of metal that is poking to the planet Zog, and I push it at one end. The end of the rod at planet Zog will poke out as soon as I push it. There's no kind of compression or delay. As soon as I push it, it appears at the other end. And that's what quantum tunneling does, what quantum communication definitely does do. It's been proven to work scientifically. Whether it's being used by the military or by SETI is another debate. But quantum tunneling communication isn't faster than the speed of light. Never say that, because it's not in the physics that we normally inhabit. It's not in the world of electromagnetics. It's not in the world of photons. It's in the quantum world. So it's not faster than the speed of light. It's instant.
So this all sounds so fucking fascinating, right? I do not know that much about quantum physics, you know. I do know there's a lot of debates going on about string theory and how you can connect it to this quantum theory type stuff. But I think Jesse Michaels should interview this man and talk about these things, because Jesse has a really good ability to explain and talk about these things in a logical way that even like a fucking normal person could almost like conceptualize, right? And yeah, it's just really interesting stuff. Let's get Jesse and Simon Holland to talk, guys. Let's tweet that shit, right? But yeah, some really interesting breakthroughs we're making in quantum theory, and maybe there's going to be more uses for this type of technology really soon. I mean, we got Willow, Google's fucking quantum chip, right? And I think there's another company that also has a quantum chip now. It's guys, with the technological leaps we are making in 2025 is unmatched. Okay, we are racing to the future, and we're going to be covering all of it here. Okay, subscribe.
Now, the problem with quantum tunneling communication is that it's not encryptable, because when you send out a message into the quantum world, the probability of it being picked up anywhere in the entire universe exists. So it's not like point-to-point communication. The only way to encrypt quantum communication is to encrypt the message. The actual transmission cannot be encrypted because it is omnipresent. And, you know, obviously military have to work on that. But back to SETI.
Guys, you know, now that I think about it, Matthew Brown was tweeting some cryptic shit. Was he not referring to some fucking, you know, modern occult, or that also refers to ancient occult like symbolism, like you know, on a lot of these ET craft there's like these symbols, right? Sigils, is that what you call them? Diana needs to talk more about this shit, specifically this one that Matthew Brown has mentioned, and we need to like maybe look at it in a quantum way, considering that language, maybe they use that to encrypt these things. It's all really fascinating. I wonder what the fuck they're saying, right?
Tell me I'm forgiven, say you'll always be mine. Say that everything is over, tell me I'm fine.